In this video, I will be discussing how to implement support vector machine classification machine learning model using Python and sklearn library. After completing this tutorial, you will not only learn about support vector machine classification, but also you will be able to train the model using Jupyter Notebook. Support vector machine algorithm is a machine learning technique for making predictions. Dimension in support vector machine is the number of features in the given data. In the support vector machine classification algorithm, we can plot each data row as a point in a two-dimensional space, assuming there are two features in the given training data. After that, we try to find the optimal hyperplane that differentiates the two classes very well. In this case, the hyperplane is a line as shown in the image, as we have only two features. The hyperplane forms the decision boundary. The data points that fall on the decision boundary are called support vectors. Support vector machine regression works on the similar principle as support vector machine classification algorithm. Support vector machine regression algorithm mainly considers the points that are within the decision boundary line. The best fit line in the hyperplane that has a maximum number of points. The image on your screen shows a typical support vector machine regression line. Note that most of the green dots that fall on the regression line is called support vectors. Real-life applications of support vector machine is like face detection, handwriting recognition, and image classification. In this video, we will learn about classification part of the support vector machine learning algorithm. Classification is one of the most fundamental and basic supervised machine learning technique. After understanding the training data, the classification model determines which label should be given to a new data. In machine learning, classification is a process of predicting a class label for a given example of input data. In machine learning, classification is a process of predicting a class label for a given example of input data. Classification use cases are like predict whether a given email is spam or not spam. Given patient's training data related to diabetes, predict whether a patient will have diabetes or not. Classification is different from regression in the sense that classification is about predicting a label like diabetes or no diabetes. However, regression is about predicting a quantity like price of a house. The column values that are used to predict the output are called features or independent variables, and the column value that is predicted is called dependent variable or label. On your screen, the yellow line represents the decision boundary, and the yellow line is trying to classify the green and red dots. We can see the instances of green class and red class on each side of this line. Our intention while training a classification model is to find a perfect decision boundary. The perfect decision boundary means it is drawn in such a way that all the green points are on one side and all the red points are on the other side of the boundary line. At the end of the iteration, the yellow line is successfully able to classify the green class and the red class. Before we proceed further, we should discuss three main concepts used in this tutorial. First concept is kernel in support vector machine learning algorithm. Kernel is a function used to take data as input and transform the data into the required format for further processing. Kernel function is used so that a nonlinear decision surface can be transformed to a linear decision surface in a higher dimensional space. For example, a dataset having two-dimensional nonlinear decision surface can be transformed to a three-dimensional dataset having linear decision surface using a kernel function. As you can see on your screen, the black and yellow points are not linearly separable in a two-dimensional space. However, if you imagine raising the yellow points up along the new vertical dimension, then you can separate them from the black points with a plane, which is a hyperplane in this case. This is shown in the images on your screen. The kernel functions return the inner product between 2 points in a feature space. This operation is often computationally cheaper than the explicit computation of the coordinates. This approach is also called kernel trick. Kernel trick allows us to operate in the original feature space without computing the coordinates of the data in a higher dimensional space. The kernel function can be of different types, such as linear kernel, nonlinear kernel, polynomial kernel, radial basis function or RBF kernel, and sigmoid kernel. The most widely used kernel function is radial basis function or RBF kernel. The second concept used here is hyperplane. The hyperplane in support vector machine is also called decision boundary. A hyperplane in an n-dimensional space is a n-1 dimensional subset of that space. This n-1 dimensional hyperplane divides the space into two parts. For example, in a two-dimensional space, the hyperplane is a line, and in a three-dimensional space, the hyperplane is a two-dimensional surface. Support vector machine algorithm defines a line or a hyperplane which separates the data into different classes. It performs the classification by finding a hyperplane that maximizes the distance margin between the two classes. The vectors that define the hyperplane and are present around the hyperplane or decision boundary are called support vectors. The support vector machine algorithm finds this hyperplane using support vectors and margin. The image on your screen shows the hyperplane, support vectors, and the margin. The third concept used here is margin. Thus, support vector machine algorithm tries to create a decision boundary between classes of data in such a way that the separation between the given classes is as far as possible. This distance from the decision surface to the closest data point is called the margin of the classifier. Image on your screen shows margin. The two parallel dashed lines on each side of the hyperplane are lines where support vectors are present. The perpendicular distance between the dashed line and hyperplane is called margin. Support vector machine tries to maximize this margin to create the best model. This is because maximizing this margin reduces the generalization error of the model. In this tutorial, we are going to predict the likelihood of diabetes in a patient using his or her blood pressure and glucose level. Therefore, the independent variables or features is glucose level and blood pressure, and the dependent variable or label is diabetes. A value of 1 indicates diabetes and 0 indicates no diabetes. A snapshot of the sample data is shown on your screen. The top 5 rows of the data with glucose, blood pressure, and diabetes is displayed. Before proceeding for technical implementation, let us discuss one more important concept called classification accuracy. Accuracy is one metric for evaluating classification models. Classification accuracy is the ratio of number of correct predictions to the total number of input samples. It works well only if there are almost equal number of samples belonging to each class. In case of unbalanced dataset with respect to classes, we need to consider other metrics like precision, recall, and F1 score for measuring the performance of the model. I will use the following simple steps to implement the model. We will start by importing the required libraries. Then we will load the data in Pandas data frame. After that, we will visualize the data. Post that, we will separate the features and the label. Then we will split the data into train and test set. After that, we will instantiate the model. Then we will train the model. After that, we will predict using the trained model. Finally, in cell 9, we are calculating the accuracy of the model. This is implemented using accuracy underscore score method provided by sklearn. Let's get started. Jupyter Notebook is up and running on your screen. In cell 1, we have imported required libraries like NumPy, Pandas, sklearn, and train test split from sklearn. Note that we are importing support vector machine as well. In cell 2, we are starting to load the data. Data is stored in the CSV file named support vector machine classification.csv. In cell 3, we are exploring the first 5 rows of the data. In cell 4, we are separating the features from the dependent variable. The independent variables is stored as x and the dependent variable is stored as y. In cell 5, we split the data into train and test using sklearn train test split function. This is for preparing the training and testing data. In cell 6, we are creating the model instance using the class imported from sklearn. In cell 7, we are training the model. Note that for training, we are using the fit method and passing xtrain and ytrain as parameter. In cell 8, we are predicting using the trained model. For this, we are using predict method on the model and passing the xtest data. Finally, in cell 9, we are calculating the accuracy of the model. This is implemented using accuracy underscore score method provided by sklearn. Therefore, we are able to train, predict, and evaluate support vector machine classification machine learning model in Python using sklearn. We have come to the end of this tutorial. In this video, we successfully implemented a support vector machine classification machine learning algorithm using Python and sklearn library. Thank you so much for watching.